Hey, Vaughan here, and in this video, we're going to continue going through the GMC checklist and talk about the homepage, refunds and returns page, terms and conditions, and the checkout page. Okay, so back into our checklist here, I'm just going to go through all of these options here, and we'll go through them one by one and just explain them in a little bit more detail. So first off, we'll start off with the homepage. We've got categories and collections on the homepage. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we show all available and active categories or collections on the homepage if you have them. Now, I currently don't have any on there, but if you did have collections on there, then you need to have them shown as collections. That's all. The next one is homepage buttons. Now, what I mean by that is you want to make sure that every single button on your homepage is clickable. So if we go over to my demo store, essentially all of these buttons here, everything that you can see here, and they need to be clickable. The link up here is clickable. These buttons are clickable and they work. The button here is clickable, and basically everything, all your images are clickable. These buttons are clickable. Obviously, these ones don't need to be clickable, but all the options down here in your footer, make sure that they are also clickable and they work. So just scroll down to the bottom there. I would recommend just going through and just clicking on all of them and making sure that they all go somewhere and they work. So all of these footer options down here as well, we want to make sure that they go somewhere. Okay, so that is what we mean by the homepage buttons. The next ones is around collections again. So the collections can't be empty. So again, we don't have collections, so we don't need to worry about that. But if you did have them, then they can't be empty. All right, so just make sure that that is not the case. The next one is to have at least 1 to 5 products on your homepage. As you can see here, I've got 2 here at the moment. I wouldn't recommend going any more than 5 when you go for your GMC approval. Anywhere between 1 and 5 is perfectly fine. The main reason behind that is if you have more than 5 products, it's just more of a logistical thing. So when you do go through the approval process, they can pick any of the products in there. And if they find one product that has one small little thing wrong with it, you'll get a violation. Now, thing is we then need to go through every single one of those products and find out which one it is. So it's a lot easier initially just to start off with 1 to 5 products, and that will help you determine which product is causing the issue. Okay, the next part is the returns policy. So first one here is we need to just make sure that the page title is correct. It should be named refund and returned policy. Now, if yours isn't, you need to go back into your Shopify backend into here and edit it. So to do that, you need to get out of the settings part here and go back to your themes, and under your current theme, make sure you're going into your current theme, click on these 3 dots here and go to edit default theme content. And up in the filter items here, just type in the word refund. And the first thing that comes up will be refund policy. Now, whatever you have in here, make sure that it's changed to what I've got here. So it should be called refund and returns policy. Okay, and just save that, and that will then rename it to the refund and returns policy up here. So that's first thing in the checklist, so make sure that's correct. Okay, the next thing is mentioning the return time frame. So we've got that here. So you've got 30 days within the delivery date to lodge a return. So that's covered. Okay, the next thing is to mention return costs, which we have in here. So we need to mention it for any defective or incorrect products. We mention how much it costs to return. In this case, it's free, and for a change of mind as well. All right, so that one's mentioned there, so that's good. The return address is mentioned, so you need to mention the return address. So that's mentioned down here. Send all returns to your address here. So that's good. And mention how long it takes for the customer to get their money back. All right, so that is under here. So return refund processing. All approved refunds will be processed within 7 business days. So that's mentioned, that's perfect. And just mention your contact details and make sure, again, that they are linked. So we've got the email address here and the and an address. So that's fine. You can put your phone number there as well if you like. Just make sure that there's at least 2 methods that are mentioned there. Okay, and that's it for the return policy. Next up, we have the terms of service or terms and conditions, whichever one. Okay, so this one here is fairly straightforward. Just actually scroll right down the bottom, and as long as we have at least 2 contact methods, then we're fine. So I've got 3 in here. I've got the phone number, the address, and the email address. And again, just make sure the phone number and email address has the hyperlink and it is correct. And that's all we need to worry about for the terms and conditions page. Okay, for the checkout page, which is the last one on the list here, we just want to make sure that we've got our website logo on the top here. Now, mine isn't. We haven't done that yet. I'll show you how to do that. But we need to change that to the logo, all right? And payment methods are working properly, so just give the checkout a bit of a test. So make sure that this part works. Just do a small order or something like that, and that will be fine. The next part on the checkout is make sure that the page is secure and has a secure checkout up there. So let me just show you what that means. If I just scroll up here, we've got Zafty here. We just want to make sure that this is secure. So we've got a padlock there, connection is secure. So that's good. Okay, and the next one is make sure the shipping info is the same as it is in your shipping policy. So as you can see there, I just put in a fake address and the shipping method is free. So that's exactly what matches in our shipping policy as well. And the last thing is the footer has the relevant pages and relevant policy links mentioned down there. So if we just scroll right down the bottom there, you'll see there is a footer and these are our policy pages in the footer. So they came up fine and they're all named correctly as well. Now let's get back up here and put in our website logo. So to do that, we need to go and edit the theme. So back over here in our themes and just click on customize. And then we just go up to where it says homepage up here and go down to checkout and customer accounts. Okay, and all you need to do is where it says logo here, just click on add image and your logo should hopefully be already loaded there. Mine's down here. So I just click on that logo there and we'll click on done. All right, there we go. And you can see that's added the logo and it's up there in our checkout page. We'll just save that. And that's our logo done. Okay, so that's it for all of those pages in the GMC checklist, and we'll see you in the next video.